Change in the rundown. We're going Dennis to Dennis. Dropped an N, though. We got Denis Lynch, the redshirt freshman kicker. We'll have Josh Henson, the offensive coordinator, offensive line coach, here in the following segment. Jordan Moore, Sean Cody, Max Brown. And we've got Denis Lynch. The Best in the Game is brought to you by Old Dominion Freight Line. Old Dominion Freight Line works hard to be the best in the game and is proud to support those striving to be the best in theirs. Dennis, you've been great in your first full season here at USC, getting a chance to play. Tell your story, man, because I think you're an interesting. Everyone comes from a different place. What's your story and how you got to this moment where you're the starting kicker for USC?
Yeah, so I started kicking in high school. I started playing soccer originally. And then our soccer team was quite good, so we were undefeated for the second year in a row. And so we were playing spike ball and just messing around in practice on Monday because it was a bye week kind of. And so our soccer coach brought a football out, and he was like, "Who can kick it the farthest?" And I kicked it 60-yard field goal. It wasn't good technique or anything, but it went in. And then the next day, he was a campus supervisor as well. He brought me to the football coach, and then I was signed up for football. And then a couple months later, I went to my first camp, and I did good at the camp, but again, my technique wasn't good. So they were like, "Oh, you just got to work on that." So then I worked on that, and then I went to a camp in Vegas, which was the national camp, where everyone from the whole nation goes. There was people committed to Notre Dame and a bunch of these other big schools there. And I was just okay, whatever, I'm going to kick. So I'd
very
kick,
matter of fact.
Yeah. I kicked the ball, and then they had music on, so I was dancing. And everyone was like, "Why is this guy dancing? It's supposed to be a serious camp." And I was like, "I don't know, I like music."
Just having fun.
Yeah, and then so I ended up winning that camp, so I was the national kicking champion. And then I got a couple offers, and then Coach Schneider, who was here at USC a while ago, he recruited me to USC, and then I came to USC. And then I redshirted last year, and then in the spring I got to compete with Alex Stadhouse, who's our other kicker here and does kickoffs. And I ended up winning the field goal job, and then now I'm kicking field goals here.
Man, that is a great story. I love how it's so matter of fact. Well, I just did this and then did this, and now I'm here. I'm just booting bombs now and making them for USC. Man, great story. Let's get into the outfits, man. I got to do it. I'm the outfit guy. Question. You got to. We've seen.
He's the outfit guy.
We've seen the farm outfit. We've seen the turtleneck and the gold chain. I don't want you to tease anything coming, but just tell us what goes into planning these outfits and making sure you just come just dressed to impress every game day.
Yeah, I mean, not much goes into planning them.
Dang it.
How much goes into planning? So you're just whipping that out, just casual in the dresser?
It wasn't in. Yeah, I mean, kind of. So Amazon has Prime delivery.
They do.
No kidding.
Yeah,
not a sponsor. Though.
Yeah, not a sponsor. No. Yeah, they don't. I wish. Yeah. So it was Tuesday of our first game week, and I was like, "Oh, I gotta find something to wear," and so I was like, what do normal? I searched up on Safari, cool outfits for guys, and up came the turtleneck, and so that's how I came up with the turtleneck idea, and then the overalls I did see on College Game Day, so I saw them and I was like, that looks kind of cool, so I got that, and then Jack, our long snapper, he suggested that I have the cowboy hat and glasses, so that's how those came in. And yeah.
Are you ever discussing with Caleb Williams on your outfits? Are you guys ever scheming together?
It's a battle.
I have not.
Is it a rivalry?
No, I don't think so. Not yet.
But we're building to that point?
Maybe one day. I mean, maybe one day he'll be on my level. But I mean, I don't know. I think we have different styles, though.
What would you classify your style as?
Out of the unique, I guess. I don't know. Random.
Unique is good.
I don't know. Normally, I just put things together. It doesn't match normally. So I'm surprised they've all matched so far. Because if you see me around campus, I might have all red on. I might have red and then a different color red. I don't know. I just have a lot of different colors going on.
I love it. Denis Lynch, you're listening to Denis Lynch, the USC kicker. It sounded like just coming up that you didn't really understand the importance of it or the gravity of it when all these other kids were sort of nervous, and you're just like, cool, I'm just going to come here and kick. I mean, it's not, this is sort of new to you and exciting. Have you started to understand that, or do you try to stay in that frame of mind so that you don't put pressure on yourself? I mean, we were almost in a situation last week where you would have had a game-winning potential kick at Salt Lake City with the whole season on the line. Do you block that out? Well, how do you handle pressure?
I mean, in that moment, I didn't really feel pressure because I mean we do a lot of like I was nervous at some point, but then like Caleb came over to me, Will Rose, our holder, talked to me, Jack talked to me, and like in warm-ups we had hit 55 going that way, 57 going the way we were going. So we were like, yeah, we got this. This is fine. Like they get us in range, we'll be fine. We've hit a bunch of game winners in practice, had a whole bunch of situations. So there's always nerves and all that, and you feel like more excited. And then I talked to Coach Doherty, and he was like, he's had a few game winners in his day, and so he's like, just focus on your tempo and everything will be fine. And so I think that was the main thing. Like we've had a lot of repetition in practice. If I just went out there and kicked how I know I can kick, we'd be fine. So.
Talk about your group. Obviously, special teams, a tight-knit group. You sound like you got a unique bunch of characters. Tell us about your guys.
Yeah, so we got Will Rose, who I was talking to him today, and he was kind of bummed out that there's no holder All-American. There's no like spot for holder All-American. There's a holder of the year, but there's no like holder All-American. And we were talking about how like that should be a thing because it's an important spot. Like
he saved you last week. He had a full on. I said on the radio, he had a full on LeBron celebration after picking up a low snap.
Yeah, so the snap got fumbled as well. I don't know which one. And then he actually picked it up and put it up, so we were still able to make the points. And that was it. In the hindsight, it wasn't a big play in the game, but it was a big play in the game because I think that made it a 3-score game or something instead of a 2-score game. So that was pretty big, at least also just to get it up and know we can do that. But yeah, I've been working with them ever since I've got here. I mean, Jack's one of the best snappers ever. I think he can go to the NFL. Will should be the holder of the year. Anyone that votes out there, vote for Will for holder of the year. So yeah. And then we got Aiden, who just came from Australia. So he's interesting. So he came from Australia, and so he punts the ball, and it's funny to see him because I'm left-footed. So whenever I like watch someone who's right-footed kick or punt, I always look at him. I'm like, you're weird. Even though anyone that like, because I'm like, it's like because
he's the weird one.
I'm the weird one because I know not many other people are left-footed, but I always see him. I'm like, they're rolling the wrong way, and then I remember they're right-footed, so they got to go that way. And then Alex has been doing great on kickoff. So,
well, that is Denis Lynch.
Woo! That was my favorite interview of the year. Thank you.
Here we go.
You're a blast.
Give him another segment.
Keep it up. Keep that unique fashion style. Good luck to Coach Henson has to follow that. I don't know how he's going to do it.